Hey, everybody. It's Full Spectrum Cycling. This is actually show number 300.
Hey.
I wanted a horn, like one of those. This
is Full Spectrum.
I can't believe there's so much going on around the bike planning and making event things that we didn't even get the 300 thing going yet.
Yeah. A lot of life is happening, coming in from different angles and different ways and whatever.
Absolutely. Hey, right now we got JK over there wearing the Steel is Real 2024-ish Chat GTP. That was a Dolly one.
Yeah.
With some manipulation after the fact to actually get Steel is Real to be
just the fingers fucked up.
Spelled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like a lot of them, the drivetrain's on the wrong side.
The 2024.
Oh, nice. I love that part.
Well,
I forgot
you did.
all about that.
That was
the MKE.
That was you had to put it on there yourself with a Sharpie.
It's not on the wrong side. It's just a lefty.
A lefty.
Lefty wristy.
That's Tony over there. We'll talk about Tony later. And then we have we have Andrew Zahn, Riverwest 24's and or Riverwest Zone Andrew Zahn. The 24 portion is just a small part of your otherwise Riverwesty life.
Yeah.
Right on. So, there was some pretty cool stuff this weekend in Riverwest. The Combustor show and Swivels at Linneman's at 2 p.m. on a Sunday matinee show.
That's just right up my alley.
It is. Perfect.
Such up my alley.
You got home in time for bed.
Well, the best part is I sent a picture to Strongman Sam, and I'm like, yeah, check out this. I'm the youngest person at this show. And I realized later after I looked at the picture that the guy that I took that's in the back.
I think the bartender was younger than you.
He has, well, that was true, but she's getting paid. As I look at the picture of them on stage, I realize the guy that's watching the show has a hearing aid in. I'm like, I'm seriously the youngest person at the show.
Maybe it was just a one of those things where they, so that you don't go deep.
So. No, this
it wasn't.
guy,
It wasn't.
You
know what?
Implant.
I think
it's
because
definitely not a cochlear implant.
I think because those guys are old, they recognize that they can't be 108 or 10 decibels anymore.
I'll give that guy a pass. Not the dude that was watching the golf.
The guy was watching golf.
Yeah,
drinking an old.
It wasn't even
that's right.
It wasn't even the Masters.
I was waiting for the third domino to drop because I know everything in threes. I mean, there was something that happened that I didn't see.
Of all the NAs to drink, like there are some amazing NAs out there. To do duels, you are old school.
Yeah, Heineken NA
You're
and
going
duels.
No.
Why would you even bother with them?
Again, though, I was one of the youngest people there. He's probably been drinking O'Doul's for long enough to think it's good.
Mm-hmm. Especially that amber.
Oh, man. So, yeah, good show. Orange, we should listen to that after the show, at least a little bit of it. You'll understand why you should probably grab one of those. It's their vinyl.
Is it at a shop somewhere?
It's probably at
at
all your finders.
At Bill's shop.
At Rushmore, Lilliput.
I would think so.
Records.
What about the place
Saturday
next to
is Record Store Day, so that could be your.
Ooh, that's a good purchase, Record Store Day wise. It was
I'm
20.
Bob Moulds too.
It was 20 at the venue. I don't know how much it is at Record Store Day. 20.
I thought you said it was 30.
No, 20.
Man, inflation
20.
comes.
I just didn't have a way to get it home.
And it's like very heavy vinyl. It's not one of those.
I should have bought one and had you take it home. I'm an idiot.
Von Munz is spending 7 a.m. at Lilliput on Saturday, Record Store Day.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of.
I can pull that off.
There's a bunch of heckling, and they probably have Combustor there.
Yeah.
This Combustor, I saw him play there. For frick's sake!
Okay.
For frick's sake!
Look at me. Time,
you can go to that and still get your blue plate.
Yeah. At Miss Katie's Diner, maybe. The old blue plate for the old people like you.
I'm okay without that.
Oh, Miss Katie's.
But I would like to buy some vinyl. I want to get Bob Moulds' new album.
Good call.
Here we go, crazy.
Here we go.
Speaking of days, Record Store Day Saturday, 414 Day is Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday.
I don't know what that means exactly, but
we're celebrating
it is 414 Day on
code.
Monday.
At UWM,
well, yes, I get that part, but what?
At
UWM,
you
said you don't
they
get it.
donations.
Oh.
I know this because I help support that, but not that I donate. Love of God, I don't do that.
You donate your time.
It's funny. I just put this together. So, work for UWM. They ask for donations. I say no. WMSE asked for donations. I'm like, well, yeah, hell yeah.
Of
Here's
course.
a check.
Are you talking about the radio station at UWM? Or
No,
just
I'm talking
UWM in
about,
general?
oh, you're right. WUWM is an NPR station. So
Yeah.
we donate to them too. So technically they get a pinch.
You'll at
Gotta
least get
get
a
a
toad out of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did we say
But
it? We did say Andrew Zahn's here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, good.
Also,
I got around the
While
introduction.
we're going through 414 Day and everything,
We're circling the bowl.
WMSE Pledge Drive starts Friday.
Okay.
Friday.
It seems like it just
Get
ended.
ready for some matching donations, people.
Seems like it just ended last fall.
Blood drive or money drive?
Money donation drive.
My
Donate. Yeah,
blood.
sorry.
Yeah, Tony's going to
There's a
match the
difference?
blood drive. If we
I
give
can't-
100 pints, he's going
You
to
have
do
no idea how
100
deathly
pints.
afraid of needles I am. Molly gave blood this week.
Just don't
Good
look.
job, hon. Oh no,
Oh,
it's not
Molly's
that.
an American hero.
Yeah, she is.
Awesome.
I'm an American idiot.
Well, let's blast through some Milwaukee stuff. Even though Val Kilmer's not from Milwaukee, he's dead.
He is dead.
65.
Val Kilmer is dead.
Too bad. I liked Val.
That's right. Ice man.
I just watched Tombstone this weekend.
Still got to watch that about every 2 months or so. It's
Mr.
my favorite movie, and he's my favorite guy in that movie.
Mr. Ringo's an educated man. Makes me hate him more.
Should I hate him, honey? Yeah, I think I do. Whatever. So we've got this Milwaukee Messenger Invitational / Green Mile weekend coming up that we've been talking about for a while. Here's a coup de grace there for that day. Guess who's playing at Amorphic Friday night during the registration? Give you one guess. Rides a fat bike. Plays a guitar. Got a guy with a planet name that drums for him.
Scanlon?
Yeah.
Wrongo?
Wrongo's going to be playing a 45-minute set during registration for
And
the
when
Green
is
Mile
that?
on
You know
Friday
what?
night.
What time is
And didn't
registration?
you? Yeah, this
6
is
to
bad.
7 is registration
6
time.
to 7. This could
This
be
is
done.
bad. You think so?
Oh, yeah. Bob Mold doesn't go on until 8.
I'm supposed to volunteer though.
Well, okay, Craig Finn is opening, so I want to see opener. So I think
We
it's
totally-
it's door 7, and I think
I have to beg Brett for forgiveness here because
I heard you.
I've had
You've been
Bob Mold
practicing
tickets
this since
from
then?
pre-sale. I was practicing that on Sunday.
I haven't won any tickets yet, so I'm not
I
I'm
know.
not technically going yet because I haven't won any tickets yet.
I haven't won any tickets.
They're selling.
but
They're
I'm-
giving a lot of them away. So keep an eye.
I'm working on that
My ears
because
are-
that's a pretty good sized place to fill up.
Oh, but that's such a
I'm
great
gonna end up
venue to see
going.
Bob Mould.
It's just a matter if
Is it
Pabst
Turner
Theater-
or Pabst?
if Pabst
Turner.
Theater Group gets
Nice.
my money or not. You know,
Right. Okay. I
It's
feel
like
you.
I'd rather it just come from MSC.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not going to
And then
pack
you
that
got money to
weekend that
buy
full.
merch.
yes, exactly.
There you go.
Nice.
So I'm
I,
going
in
there.
fact,
It's just a matter
do
of
not have money
the
to buy
divot.
merch because I spent a lot of money for these tickets. Well, I paid regular price,
All right,
and now because of all the fees that they tack on, it's pretty.
You can't just go to the box office?
They still tack the fees on now.
Oh, that's kind of a sham.
No,
isn't
I
it?
was a
That's sham.
bum. I
That's a
did
sham.
that for They
Sham.
Might Be Giants,
Sham.
and I'm like,
Sham.
oh wait,
Doors-
this is the same price.
door 7, show at 8.
All right.
Okay.
That's not happening for me because there's more Green Mile stuff going on.
Well, I'm.
Tickets start at
But you guys
$29.50.
have fun over there.
We will be avatars.
I feel so
Right on.
bad.
Take a picture of Robert for me,
We will.
And Gregory
Gregory.
Gregory
That's
Finn.
Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
I didn't
Second
realize.
Fri-
Okay,
coming up.
since
A
we're
week from
talking
Friday.
about all of this,
A week
let's.
from Friday. Yeah.
I didn't realize that the drummer who who plays with Bob Mould now on tour was the drummer for Superchunk.
Yep.
Oh,
You know what I like? I like the bass player
Makes
guy
him that
because
much
he's like the rock guy and he just does all the poses with the bass and he's like does all the stands up on
Yeah,
one foot.
it's
and-
gonna be a rockin'
He does the
fucking
rock
show.
star because he's a youngin'
Yeah.
that kid there.
Yeah.
All right, we got some more stuff to talk about. Let's talk to Andrew a little bit though. Riverwest 24 stuff. We had was Corey on last week? Week before last. We had Corey Bauman on, who is Checkpoint Charlie,
yeah.
Checkpoint Manager, Checkpoint Coordinator, whatever we call the Checkpoint guy. And he mentioned that you guys are still looking for suggestions for checkpoints. I don't know when that ends. Does it technically end May the day of registration, or I don't know?
No, end of May, I believe.
I thought he said it was going to be.
It was in all the emails.
I thought they were.
You just have to listen to the show.
The podcast. He said that there was going to be only 36 this year, and that they would be picked during the registration the first Sunday in May.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
How do I remember this of all things? That's what I believe.
Good question.
And I feel about 85% accurate that that's what he at least said on the show.
Well, thank you for
go back and listen to that show.
I'm like, you're saying it really. Yes.
So
listen to Corey.
So
he knows what he's talking about.
he's the checkpoint guy. Andrew's what does Andrew do there? What's your function in this Riverwest 24 shindiggery?
The hat that I'm wearing most recently is the registration bottom liner.
Oh, right on.
So May 4th, Cinco de Mayo, we are going
Cuatro
to
de Mayo. What?
Yeah, Cuatro, yeah.
Cinco de Mayo.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes, may the 4th be with you.
We will be starting at 10 a.m. for our VIP. That's everybody that volunteered and showed up to their volunteer shift last year. Happens. And then at 12 o'clock, we will start the lottery for registration of the main event for all of the general public.
All that JK is going to be standing around there with his ticket in his hand, looking at Jeremy, going,
just like anytime now.
$2.95. $2.95. It's been $2.95 for like 3 hours here.
I don't go out of my way. I just kind of get into line of sight, and then it's just like, oh hell.
Oh, you're just hoping that he's going to grab in, and the fates are going to just help guide his hand to your number.
You just keep saying the number, and he eventually says your number. Is kind of how it works, I think.
Well, no, and then it's the winners. Like, okay, anyone who gets it, bring them to this guy so he can get away from the side of the stage.
Yes.
I was just noticing how colorful those are, because Combustor, being matches are combustible, I guess, is what they're doing. But
that's pretty
they
funny.
actually had matchbooks made. I appreciate that.
There's got to be advertising somewhere that tells you how you can get these.
I don't think so.
They might have paid enough.
Oh no, they paid enough to.
You get it for free. What does it say? What's in the tiny print?
Promotionalmatches.com.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Okay, so if you need matchbooks, folks, and I don't see why you wouldn't.
Children, and it's in.
Let me see that matchbook. Did you guys ever
in French?
Did you ever do this when you were a kid? You're like,
it's not in Spanish.
Zing!
In English.
That wasn't a very good one, but you can like
English.
hit a fly on a wall with a matchbook if you're good at it.
Huh.
No, you got to do the Fred Flintstone later when you bend it over, but don't attach it.
Yeah. And then you can hold it like this.
Oh yeah,
That's
a good way to start your whole matchbook on fire.
Right.
But I remember getting
burn your house down.
I remember getting those at.
We don't need no lithium-ion batteries to do that. We got matches.
Those matches were sitting all over Lilliput, and I was just like, "Why are there matchbooks?"
That's funny.
Like all over a record store.
2025 when smoking is just about guaranteed to get you kicked out.
I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it.
Smoking cigarettes.
I'm like
smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have Pedro's taco or empanada truck out there. We've got Merritt Proc will be DJing.
That's Jeremy's son, right?
That
Still got my bike.
He was the.
Oh yeah.
He still has my bike.
He went a little overboard on that during the closing ceremonies of the 24.
Yeah. He has my gunner.
Yeah, I felt like I was at the son's wedding where we had DJ Dub Deezy, who was doing all of his like commercials during the blessed event. It's like, what the hell is
Whose
that?
blessed event was that?
Jake.
Oh, was it? Yeah, because you didn't have a DJ at your event.
I was, if anything.
Right, yeah, you did your own.
I had this,
like pull out the thing. It's like,
okay, hey, start the processional.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
Cool. So what do we know? What can you let on besides registration is May the 4th be with you? That's a Saturday, I assume. Or is it a Sunday?
It is a Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
It's always
in May.
First Sunday after. It's not always. It used to be on May Day.
Yes, but in recent years, it's going to always be the first full Sunday in May.
What if there's a half Sunday?
Oh, then we're fucked.
Yeah, half Sunday.
Then we're going to bring back camping.
Yes.
I don't see why you ever gave that up.
neighbors.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? For one day a year, they can just suck it up.
Well, then it becomes three days a year that people got to suck it up. And the last year we did camping, it got a little wild. And
it's all because of Tony.
No, he had passed out.
No, I did not. That year I did not at all. No.
Oh, you know what I see, Tony? On your body, I see under your shirt. You know what I see? I see that's a full moon.
It is.
That's a full moon. Full moon beach ride.
Fat-bike.com.
Sure, that's from.
It's good for your booty.
I was just ride like a pirate. It's good for your booty.
For your booty.
I think that was 2012 or 2013 because I just came across it again.
Those were so much fun.
Yep.
Okay,
we should bring those back. Please tell me.
We are bringing them back. That's why I'm telling you now about it. And because it's coming up in August. August 9th is the next full moon that's on a weekend, like a Friday or Saturday. I think it's a Saturday this August 9th. Usually there's 2 or 3 full moons that fall on a weekend during a year.
Okay.
I think we missed one already. August 9th is for sure one. So we will be doing a port beach ride for a full moon on fat bikes on the sand. Whether there's other shenanigans going on yet, I do not know, but we're working on that.
Okay, we have enough time. My ape? Singulator. Singulator.
Clyde?
What do you want to do with that?
If we're going to ride on the beach, I want it to be a single speed.
What?
Absolutely.
Welcome to the tribe.
Absolutely.
Well, you're going to have one on the front like that and one on the back like that.
Well, that's fine.
Go slow.
It's going to be, I don't mind if I have to crank a little harder or hop off and pull.
What about using the internally geared hub?
The only one I got's on an ASIM.
Oh, right on that.
I mean, I have to take fat. Well, I might be able to take Fat Burger. Okay.
Anyway, so that's
interesting. That's
coming up.
news.
That's a long time down the road.
Postponed for 90 days. You can get a new one.
I like you dropping that. I'm buying nothing new. By the way, I will be purchasing fucking nothing new until a lot of things change.
I remember you doing that several years back. That
2012.
That was
2013, 14. I don't know. Yeah,
somewhere.
I went a whole year.
Yeah, you went a long time without buying anything new.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can do it.
I can't.
I can. I'm really good at it.
We have to keep getting stuff so I can fix people's bikes, but that doesn't count. That
does not count.
That's not me personally.
Wait a minute. For the record, while I did this, I did have a disclaimer that if I needed to repair one of my bikes and I couldn't buy something used, I was not about to buy a used chain. I did buy a new 9-speed chain for my bike. That's
maintenance though. That's not a luxury
item. For
item.
the record, that's also the year that I went to the bike swap when it was at Riverside. It might have been the first year it was at Riverside, and Carolyn and Tristan had a once used pack of Arkle panniers.
Oh,
and I had bought a bunch of other used stuff and was worried how I was going to get it home.
Yeah, there you go.
And I got that set of panniers made in America, all rebuildable, for $75.
Who made them in America?
Arkle.
I didn't know they were American.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Either
Oregon or Seattle. That's why
my sturdy bags have that.
Dan has them too.
It's on the sturdy bag too.
Yeah, they use the same mechanisms. Yeah, they're hardware store rebuildable.
Nice.
Yeah, they're an absolutely gem, and they are super waterproof. That's the one that Dan has. Dan and Jess has thousands and thousands of miles on. Same exact color and everything. It's hilarious. We talk about it all the time.
So here's another Milwaukee thing. Just kind of going back because there's a lot of Milwaukee stuff on. Did you guys run into this Holton Street Bridge project where they're closing down Commerce Street and the Marsupial during the day? No. It started Monday.
Okay.
A couple days ago.
Okay.
And it's apparently going to go for a few weeks, located underneath the bridge. It's also scheduled to close weekdays between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. over the next several weeks.
Okay.
So in case you want to use the Marsup, that's not going to work as well when it's closed.
Well, not in AM, but it'll be back open.
Right.
But it's going to be open because isn't there like a rally, like one of the meetup rally points for Green Mile or MMI?
Could be. It says 3 p.m., so that'll be after that.
I like on the flyer, because I swear I saw on one of them.
Well,
where it was like,
that could be really interesting.
Yeah, I just
go roll with the punch.
Shout out to Milwaukee DPW. They've been great to work with for like Riverwest 24, and I'm just going to assume that Green Mile as well. Like they've guaranteed us that they will make sure that the Marsupial Bridge will be available during the 24.
Right
on. And they usually go down and hit the streets that are the main course and hit the potholes and fill stuff in. And yeah, they do. I mean, with Humboldt being redone, it's not as huge a deal. But
no, but I mean, when Humboldt was under construction, they came out and they put down those nice steel, I don't know,
covers
or
things.
Yeah, so people wouldn't
Plates.
die, and then it rained, and then they got super slick. So
Yeah, well,
cool.
you can't 24 hours. You can have all kinds of weather.
No, yeah.
All right. So, what other Riverwest 24 stuff can we talk about? You mentioned before something to do with a radio programming thing that might be coming up at Riverwest Radio.
Is it a showgram?
Yes, I believe it is 4:30 p.m. on Friday. There is a either recorded or live show. It'll be live over the air at 4:30, and then can be found on SoundCloud if you miss it.
And this is every Friday?
That is my understanding, yes.
Until the event, or you think it's just going to go in perpetuity, that it's going to be a Friday thing, and they may do some wide-ranging topics? I don't know.
Yeah, I think at least until August,
Okay.
You can hear it, and then we'll see how much momentum we have. And I know that we're going to have just so much content, because I would say the biggest thing of the last couple of years that we've done that's really innovative is the 24-hour broadcast, where we have had people on the street reporting, and
Like a live stream situation?
actual community reporters coming
Right on.
in and doing using their phones or equipment to do recordings and interviews, and then coming back to the radio station and doing their editing, and then mixing that in with the
Nice.
the DJs that
Wow.
are playing. It's not only audio but video. We've got one of those lodges sitting on the at the beginning of the race at start finish.
Oh, yeah, saw
that's
that
just
there.
facing out. Man, that stream was just a lot of fun to watch. If you can't make it down, please tune in both on all of the medias, and you can find the streams on our website, riverwest24.com.
We'll be on Blue Sky.
Will it be on Blue Sky? That is a good question. We are actually,
I don't see why not.
Yeah, we, the Riverwest 24, are working over the next foreseeable future to divest off of the Meta products. I can't speak too much out of that, not being a bottom liner for that, but I know that has been a really good movement. We may still have to post on Facebook, because that's just where everybody is right now. But all of the posts will be moving people to or links to the other platforms.
Right.
So what do you? So is Blue Sky one of them?
Blue Sky.
What's
so Riverwest 24? I mean, bring back forums. Right.
Yeah. Give me my Alta Vista.
Yeah. It was bring
never
back going to individual websites. We are on. Let's see.
So if people are looking for an Instagram replacement, because Instagram, I think, is arguably more relevant than Facebook right now.
But it's a Meta product.
PixelFed is an open source, similar to Blue Sky. You own your content. It's a distribution network. I don't think it's on. I don't think it's on AT protocol like Blue Sky is. But
what's your handle on PixelFed?
Right, that's a good question.
I don't even know you're on Blue Sky. I haven't been able to find you.
I think I'm on Blue Sky like 8 different places.
I found fat-bike.com.
Yeah.
And on that note,
I can
he
tell
rang
you.
it earlier, but we never talked about it.
we were at the top of the hill earlier.
All right.
We've just been kind of plateauing.
JK brought in the beer today, so we'll let him tell you about it.
Well, it's beer. Yeah.
It's beer.
Comes in a can.
Central Waters
Blue
Brewing
Can.
Company out of Amherst, Wisconsin, apparently.
Amherst. I didn't. Where is that? Is it over
know.
by
You go to
Madison?
Appleton, you take a left.
Center left-ish.
Kind of over by
Center north.
Beaver Dam.
Further.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's an India Pale Ale.
By Custer.
Rift. It's good. I think I've had this one. I think we have had this once before.
G.A. Smith is my... That's my Blue Sky handle.
Gasmith.
That's me.
Gasmith.
Then we also have full spectrum cycle
Pulled
because
pork.
you can only have so many things.
Nice.
And then fat-bike.com is the, and then Riding Gravel I got because we were going to take over that site, but now we're not apparently taking that site over.
Yet.
Well, then they can pay you for the Blue Sky handle.
Well, they might go ahead and pay us to take it over. I don't know. We're not paying them to take it over. So, yeah. Anyway, G.A. Smith, you know what? I always love something new like Blue Sky or Pixel Fed is getting in on the ground floor because I can usually get my own preferred handle.
Frozen Han, thank you.
Yeah, you get that pretty regularly.
I get it. Yeah.
Someone got Andy Zahn. My dad sent me, oh, is that you? And I'm like, no, but I know that guy because I have the email address that you would find when you go for him. And he does like tech reviews and computer stuff. And so I get a lot of like marketers being like, hey, would you like to review this product? And I just go and forward it onto him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because you're nice.
Yeah, because I'm nice. I would love I'd love the Zima board that they were trying to send him, but
Can I have this when you're done? Never really might ship it back to you, man.
yeah.
I know. I'm pretty sure Tony will know who this is. You know who James May is?
Yeah,
Of course.
Okay. So his Top Gear deal, there's a jalopnik, we go to
Yeah,
Jalopnik
every
all the
day.
time.
Every
So,
day,
so
first thing in
Top
the
Gear
morning.
host argues to swap pointless driving for cycling in the city.
Yeah.
That's awesome coming from a guy whose basic job was to, pimp cars all, his entire life just about.
He's also been a huge cyclist, and if you haven't watched any of his incredibly cool videos of putting things together after he takes them apart,
Yeah.
like model trains and clocks, and the dude's a motherfucking genius, and it's so much fun to watch. It's meticulous to it, and he talks about everything he does. Well, he's like,
Is his brother like the Queen guitarist?
oh god, that would be too much brains for one.
I know.
family.
He's like an
Brian May?
Brian May.
Brian
Yeah,
May?
he's an astrophysicist. I mean, are they all just
they
brainiacs if
family
your name
Wow.
is?
Oh, it's like Sherlock and Mycroft Holmes or something? Good Lord. What's in the gene?
That would be
pool?
Also, the dude from Weezer, isn't he?
he's got a PhD
he's
in
learned it,
something.
yeah.
There's a ton of musicians.
But he's not
the
a
guy's
May.
from, Dexter.
No, he's not a
Okay, just checking.
Dexter from Offspring.
Yeah,
Also PhD, I think.
Well, there's some.
I guess
And
when you get enough
There's
money,
some
and
hair
time,
band that are all
And
lawyers.
Noodles. I was trying to remember the guitarist's name. Noodles. If I'm wrong.
From Weezer?
No, from Offspring.
Oh, right on. They're MIT guys. I thought some of them at least.
I know that. Yeah. That's the thing.
Anyway, so one of his quotes was
Self-Google
one of Mr. May, not Brian. One of his quotes was, "Bicycles are a genuine door-to-door transport solution. Cycling is fantastic in cities. Even Google Maps will acknowledge that a bicycle is quicker for some journeys than a car. It amazes me that people go to the shops a mile away in their car. The world has proved that bicycles make immense sense in densely populated areas." Preaching to the choir,
Right,
brother.
exactly.
yeah.
I
And it
just,
probably
yeah.
even sounds better in his accent.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, and his
I don't even do a lousy British accent.
So,
But he
so,
can
so is
roll
he gonna
it
have a
so
low
well,
gear
too.
show now?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, low tech.
He does his
Single speed
he's-
for life.
I will. So I busted out. I thought the farmer's market was Sunday. I fucked up, and I busted out my Soho and decided I'm like, all right, rode past your house. I'm like, all right, I'll just ride to the farmer's market. I'm into the wind the whole way. I'm kind of hating it, but I'm like, yeah, it's gonna make me stronger. I like this bike a lot. It weighs nothing. It's 22 pounds with fenders. And I get here, I'm like, oh, well. And then I ride it back, and there's a lost dog. And I see this lady. I see the dog running with its leash. And I turn around. I'm like, do you need help finding this dog? She's like, oh, please. And I'm like, all right, let's go. And we ended up catching her. So that was a good reason. It was part of my reason to come to the farmer's market that didn't exist. And then I rode it back with the wind at my back. And that's where single speeds are so much more interesting than a bike with gears. Into the wind really freaking blows.
It can.
It can.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah.
With the wind, oh yeah. It is on.
Even downhill with the wind.
And
it's even
I
better.
think of and the best part is I always
It's
remember
like it forces you to take a play off because otherwise you'd be
So,
just on the hamster wheel. Like,
when I'm riding to campus, I go past the soccer field
Yeah.
and it has this dip and then this rise to get past the chemistry building. And I always think of you because I crank as hard as I can going down that drop just so I know I can be going up without any. And I swear to God, I do it faster on my single speed than I do on my geared bike because I'm not even worried about it with my geared bike. Well, I'll just downshift a couple of years. I'll be fine.
Yeah, Spinner was mentioning because he used the Panorama Cycles Chick Chalks we have in for review, number 3, Chick Chalks 3. Mentioned that he still rides even a geared bike in the big race up there in Hayward, that Fat Bike Berkey business. He still rides it like a single speed because he'd done it so many years.
Okay, I'm good with it.
Yeah, it's like carry as much momentum as you can because those hills are steep. You don't want to slow down on those suckers.
Yeah. That was fun.
Oh boy!
Did
we get through the beer? I know we stopped at the top of the hill. Did we talk about it or something?
Well,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
we talked about
where they're
Central
roots.
Waters.
Did we mention Pabst Church?
That's where their location is in Milwaukee.
I just didn't. I didn't really put it together.
There's the brewery that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I don't think they brew. Do they brew things?
Yeah.
I suppose it's pretty big. There's
I don't know if it's a Pico or a Micro.
I would guess that is a Pico.
Well, they had pretty good tanks in there when it was, what was it, Frederick Pabst's place or something?
When they were dancing around with all, they had the old Ondecker recipes.
Beautiful, beautiful
Brewery
place to visit if you haven't been there.
What is that?
10th and Juno.
10th and Juno.
1037 West.
Which nobody knows how to get to, thank God, because it makes it easier for us who do know where it is.
Yeah, we're kind of ruining our favorite spot.
Did that with Oscar's
Speaking
Hamburgers?
of top of the hill, it's the top of the hill.
The
Nobody wants to get up there.
The beer
and you won't
alley.
be able to park anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Even
we talked about that. Now everyone's there. Yep.
Can't keep
it's
some
great for
places.
cyclists.
Fixture. Now fixture's fucked up. Yeah.
True. Okay. Yeah, you got us.
What did you do to Fixture?
All right.
I was right there.
That bathroom will never recover.
Here's some cyclists that used to live here in Milwaukee, but now lives in Charlotte, and he says it's the shittiest place in the world to ride bikes.
What's Charlotte? Why'd you move
Charlotte,
there?
North Kakalaki?
Well, because his wife, I think, got a job or they went. Well, I don't know. But anyway,
Money.
Yeah, could be money. Carlos is coming back to Milwaukee for the Locust Street Festival weekend.
Ooh.
And he asked me if he could borrow a bike. I'm
Carlos.
like, heck in a yeah, you can borrow a bike.
$80 a minute.
What?
It'd be great to see Carlos.
$80 a minute for what?
Him to
still
rent that bike from me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, just have him bring some beer up from North Carolina.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't know if he's
Smokey and the Bandit.
I'm not sure if he may be
I
flying
fuck
in.
with him.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter. Yeah, Smokey and the Bandit. It.
Yeah, oh yeah. That Coors Light needs to get up there.
It'd be
buddy.
great to see Carlos, so let me know.
Rolling up and trucking. What are you going to do if they say it can't be done?
Hopefully, Locust Day this year will actually have weather that's
there.
acceptable.
Just watching old Bandit.
Well, doesn't Oscar Blues have a?
I think
they're in North Carolina.
Yeah,
they're not in Charlotte. I don't think they're down in. They're down in Asheville.
Charlotte's in North Carolina. Too.
I think they're in Asheville area. They're not in the shitty part. They're in the Asheville part.
Oh. Stop it.
River Hills, Wisconsin. You know what that means? Spam call.
That means like I'm gonna Andromeda strain.
How do you know it's not some rich person from River Hills calling you?
It never is, unfortunately.
I know. I've done that a lot.
I got one more Milwaukee thing to mention, and then, I don't know, we'll probably wrap this thing up really shortly. Fat Tire Tour Milwaukee will be June 14th. The theme is Milwaukee Shack.
Dun, dun.
No, I don't know. Whatever.
Freeze, Gopher.
They do a good job. I just
wish. You beast.
Yeah. There
are some great lines.
It was just on TV
movie.
the other day.
Oh, I like it.
It just was on the other day.
It's
when he's out. Like, what are those?
I'm reading the book.
Are those
right
chrysanthemums he's whacking out front with the sickle? It's like
they do.
So the backstory on that
one.
Chevy Chase.
They pick good themes, movies that allow themselves a breath of
it makes sense.
Costumery for it. I mean, I'd love to do some like good, like
just Gophers
or Escape from New York or the Warriors.
Snake, baby.
Is
everybody going to be
do
Snake?
these as like
nice boots?
I don't know if I want to ride.
I don't know if they're going to go that dark.
No, there's a book about the making of Caddyshack and the fact that it was a flop initially, at the box office and it became a cult classic. But apparently, I'm sure you know Chevy Chase is just a prick to work with.
I have never worked with him, so I couldn't tell you.
If you know, if you've read anything about him, he's apparently a total asshole. And the whole relationship with him and Bill Murray is in the book so far. It's
very fractured.
Pretty freaking crazy. It's amazing that ended up doing what it is. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Maybe the stress was the juice that made it click.
It is one of my all-time favorite movies.
I went down the wrong pipe.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, Andrew. Well,
don't act like Spalding.
I know. I was going to probably hurl all over everything. Any other Riverwest 24 stuff we can leak now, or should we come back later and leak more stuff later? Is there anything
running down your leg?
Is there anything different than previous years?
The course may not be what you expect it to be.
Oh, okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll just tease that one.
All right.
I know.
Stop it.
Tune in next time.
Oh, look at
me. And then maybe we'll have some other luminaries from the old Riverwest 24 planning crew.
One thing, I talked earlier about 10 a.m. is VIP registration. I recommend anyone listening, if you can't make it down this time, or make it time for registration. If you want to ensure that you get in next year, sign up, volunteer. Email volunteer@riverwest24.com.
I got shit from my kids about that, and they're like,
every year,
why didn't you tell us? I'm like, just volunteer this year and you're in Flynn next year.
Yeah,
pretty simple.
Like the Flynn.
Is it? And they're like, it's 2 days before. I'm like, Flynn. Well, registration was back in May.
Yeah.
If you want to do this, probably pay attention to the dates. Yeah. Registration is May the 4th. The event isn't until the last weekend of July, whatever weekend that happens to be. If you really want to get your legs under you, go do the first 3 or 4 days of Ragbri, get some miles under you, and then come back and kick ass at the 24.
Yeah.
You could do that.
It's not a race.
He didn't say it was.
It's a way of life. Lifestyle, man.
Hey, here's another thing about Tony Berger. Tony's going to take a little hiatus, it sounds like. He did want to come in and do dang old show 300, but you're going to take some time off, and
I need to. I have some time to deal with family matters.
Family, is that his name now?
No, his name is Daniel.
Family Matters.
It's still Daniel.
That's Urkel. But you're talking about Urkel.
But
Urkel and the cop from Die Hard.
I would love it if Daniel was Urkel's size. I'll be.
He's bigger than
Is he going to start saying, did I do that?
No, he says, you know something?
I did that.
You know something? I'm omnipotent.
At least he's not omnipotent.
He will throw out weird ass shit like that at me all the time.
Right
so, yeah, I need to take a step back and deal with my family shit.
Yeah,
so I'm going to do that.
Well, you're welcome anytime. I don't think we've seen the last of Tony, but we'll do it on his schedule rather than the show schedule, which, by the way, is changed. Now, this week is the first week we're recording on Wednesday, and that allowed us to go to Local Live last night, which I thought Local Live was every week, which would be really awesome, but it's only once a month.
Isn't it? No, I thought it was every week.
So, well, it's on the radio every week, but live.
In person.
Yeah, it was... what was it?
Really?
Collections of Colonies of Bees. And if that fucking guy said Cocoa Bees one more time, I was going to go over there and punch him.
Oh, is that what it actually is, though? Is collections of
Colonies of Bees.
Oh, that's genius.
They were really good.
Oh, I know they are.
It was an excellent show.
They opened for Sylvanessa.
But yeah, there was the not Sid, and I'm not going to call him out by name, but he kept going, Cocoa Bees. Are you Cocoa Bees? The Cocoa Bees, Cocoa Bees, Cocoa Bees. I'm like, dude, stop it.
But wait, are you sure that's not why they call themselves that?
What?
Because I bet you it is.
Well, it's collection, I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
so
stop it.
He kind of leaned into it.
I'm just saying.
Just a little too far.
But it was awesome.
But anyway, so we will not miss a Local Live anymore because we are not doing Tuesdays anymore.
So is it now officially Wednesdays all the time?
For the time
I might
being.
be able to get to a Local Live then, too. That'd be cool.
Right.
Next one is Fuzzy Surf in May.
at Anodyne still.
Anodyne on Bruce. From 6 p.m.
Fantastic sound. It was it's a good little venue, and there was, I don't know, 100 and some odd people in there. And
yeah. And
for a band that is as, big as those guys are, it's awesome seeing them in a small venue. So, yeah. Again, anytime, Tony, you can pop in, and we haven't seen the last of Tony.
No.
Andrew, thank you very much for being on the show. Riverwest24.com is the website to come and be part of the only event of its kind in the country. Cities have tried it, and they have not been able to make it work. Somehow, Milwaukee, and especially Riverwest, does make it work. And if you haven't done it before, block off that time this year to go volunteer, and then come back next year and then have fun at the event. Yeah. In fact, I think last year actually was on a team the last couple of years, but in the past, I've done years where I'm just out photographing, just out hanging out in the neighborhood. It's all good if you want to come that weekend and just observe and kind of get the lay of the land, figure it out if you want to do it.
All the bonus checkpoints are open to the public.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's not exactly newish thing, but newish. That's right. It's within the last few years that it's after COVID, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, you can go participate like you're a participant. So that sounds fun. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for coming again, and we'll see you guys later. See that guy later.
Bye.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. That's a bad thing.
Hit those buttons.
I'll hit this button.
Yes.